Welcome back to Dartshopper Media, my name is Mark and today I have a special video for you. L-Style have kindly sent me the range of their flights after getting so many requests for a video on exactly what L-Style flights are, how to put them together, and what to buy. I'll take you through the range, tell you about their key features, show you them in action, and tell you who I think each set is most suitable for. Let's go! L-Style typically have 6 categories of flights. Pro, which are in 8 different shapes, Pro Dimple in 3 different shapes, Pro Cami in 2 different shapes, Easy in 2 different shapes, Pro Soft, now available in L1 white, and Fantom, which is their new, hardest and most durable flight with an integrated cap. So why use a moulded flight? They're a one-piece, precision moulded flight made in Japan. Now, Japanese manufacturing in darts are known for their high quality and precision manufacturing and engineering. They're durable, yet lightweight and flexible to avoid dramatic bounce outs. They also always stay open at a perfect 90-degree angle. They're compatible with most regular plastic or carbon shafts, and they practically eliminate Robin Hoods with the champagne ring covering the back of the shaft. Now, the plastic champagne rings can still be Robin Hooded, but the metal ones are much better at protecting the system, but we'll get into that later. Now let's have a look at the flight systems one by one and their key features. Pro are the original champagne flight. Now all Pro series, which includes Pro Dimple, Pro, Pro Soft and Pro Cami, need a champagne ring to be inserted into the flight. This is the question nearly everyone asks me. So as a customer, if you see Pro written on the top corner, you know that you're going to need champagne rings to complete the flight. So in the case of the Easy flights and the Fantom flights, the champagne rings are integrated and therefore not needed. The champagne ring comes in plastic, metal, or in a weighted version, which is called back balance. So going back to the Pro, it's the most customizable flight L-Style provides, coming in 8 different shapes, many different colours, and being able to insert those 3 types of rings, giving players a massive amount of combination choice to find the perfect setup. The Pro was their hardest material before the new Fantom Flights, but still offers enough flexibility to avoid the hard deflections. Pro Dimple. Pro Dimple are the same concept as the Pro series with the hole for the champagne ring. The main difference for this flight, which comes in 3 different shapes, is the surface being dimpled like a golf ball. Fans of this flight, such as Peter Wright, will notice a truer, more balanced flight path to the board. Although similar, the Dimple series will seem a tiny bit more flexible than the regular Pro series. Pro Cami. Cami was made with the player's feedback in mind. Cami means paper in Japanese, and players have asked for a flight closer to the feel of normal paper flights. Cami are even more flexible than most regular paper flights on the market. The thinner ridges on the flight allow for that extra flexibility on the flight and can only be achieved with a moulded flight. Pro Soft. Cami flight superseded the Pro Soft range. This soft flight is extra flexible and comes in an economical jar of 15 flights, which is 5 sets. As they were superseded, they are only available in L1 standard white, but it remains popular among the core L-Style fans. Even though they're more flexible, they do keep their 90-degree angles and durability, which is what makes L-Style products stand out. Easy flights. Easy do not have champagne rings and are currently L-Style's most popular type of flight in Europe. The Easy comes in 2 shapes, the L1 and the L3, and as its name indicates, it's the easiest L-Style flight to use. Just open the packaging, take out the flights, and pop them on your favourite shafts. The champagne ring is pre-moulded into the flight, so there's no need to insert one. The material is similar to the Pro flight, sturdy but still lightweight and flexible enough. Fantom. L-Style's newest flights. The Fantoms are very durable and long-lasting. They're made of a high-quality Japanese composite with reinforced edges. Clear options are available. It's compatible with some other shafts in the market besides the L-Style ones, though we highly recommend L-Style plastic or carbon shafts for the optimal experience. The system allows the player to find the perfect balance, not forcing them to use a specific shaft or an all-in-one system. Most players like to combine different shaft, flight, colours, lengths, weights, etc. if a flight or shaft is eventually broken, you don't have to throw the whole thing away, which is what happens with the all-in-one systems, so it can save money in the long term. The Fantom are designed for those looking for a long-lasting and hard flight. They also have more colours to follow soon. Now I mentioned earlier they come in L1 and L3 and things like that, so there are different flight types. L1 is your large standard. L3 is your small standard, like the target number 6 for example. The other specialist flights you can see from this image. So hopefully that provides you with some insight into which flight you may want. Now let's talk rings. Now these are called champagne rings, but they're actually more like caps. They're specifically designed and engineered to protect your stems from Robin Hoods. The idea is that the reinforced cap deflects the incoming dart away from the stem, protecting it and avoiding the dart sticking in the stem, which is what we call a Robin Hood. Now I mentioned earlier that the plastic caps are not as strong as the metal caps. They are lighter however, but they can still be Robin Hooded, so my personal recommendation is to use the metal champagne rings. They also provide a weighted version if you want your darts to sit that little bit flatter in the board. Okay, so we now have our flight and our champagne caps, or not if we're using the integrated system. What's next? Well, here you have a much wider choice, as these flights are compatible with most plastic and carbon shafts and stems. However, the L-style range of stems and flights often have extra small features and details, making them a much better combination for those flights. Let me show you what I mean. Now these stems from L-style feature tiny shark-like fins that give further protection to your flight, but also hold them in place at the 90-degree angle. This aids in producing a truer flight path and a consistent flight. L-style do a range of stems or shafts, however you prefer to reference them, and they range in strength and price depending on the durability and the material used. Now my favourites are the carbon stems. These stems can literally last you a year or even longer. They're highly durable, and with the protection of the champagne caps, you can literally use them over and over again. The strength of these engineered stems is incredible and the look of them is enviable. I remember when I started in darts, I always wanted this setup myself because it looks incredible and lasts. L-style also provides spinning shafts and stems if that's your thing, and shapes that mimic the old aluminium stems. Some really cool and different designs. Okay, so we've looked at the flights, the champagne rings, the stems. What else do L-style offer? Well, there's a few lovely products, such as specific cases to hold your L-style flights. There's the Crystal One cases, which can be adjusted here, so at the back you can turn this, add the extra section and make it an even longer case. The elastic bands keep them in place and protect them from bending your flights out of shape, and they also do mini flight only cases if you want to carry your flights separately. Now there's also this superb product that not many know about, the GOMU shaft tightening gum. Now this lovely little product will stop your shafts and stems from untightening, which can be really frustrating, and you can lose your rhythm mid-throw if having to tighten your darts and take your eye off the target. With this, you simply push it through to attach to your shaft, and then tighten the shaft into your barrel. Simple and a solid solution. If there's any excess, you can just simply pull it off. A lovely, simple solution to the problem. Okay, so we've gone through the range and the key features. Let's get these to the board so you can see them in action. The L-style symbol is one of the lighter systems on the market. Also, using carbon stems will reduce the weight and assist in that higher entry into the board. As with all flights, the larger the flight, the more stability and drag produced, meaning you get stable flight but a slower controlled flight path. The smaller the flight, the less resistance through the air and the quicker it travels to its target. However, the smaller flight, the less the control, and so it's advisable that you have a strong throw like Phil Taylor to be able to control those smaller flights. Even with plastic champagne caps, you have more protection than a standard flight and stems, so Robin Hoods are rare. The metal champagne caps are my personal recommendation with the carbon stems, so you get that lightness of the carbon stem combined with the strength of the metal cap. Then it's down to your preference on flight shape and style and colour. The new Fantom Flights are L-Style's newest, durable and all-in-one system, which are proving very popular and were eagerly anticipated. The colours are superb and the ease of just adding it to your stems is simple. Now many of you will ask if these can be attached to aluminium stems. This can really depend on how tight the slots are on the stem, and with adjustment you can fit them, though it's not always simple, so my advice is to stick with a stem that's designed for the system. So who are these flight systems for? As with many things in darts, it's down to your personal preference. If you want durable and longevity, I would say try the new Fantoms or the Pros. These are the most durable flights, and combined with metal champagne caps and carbon stems, you have a setup that's going to really last. If you want lightness, try the GOMU flights. The paper-like construction will feel most familiar to you. If you however don't want to use the champagne caps, you could try those easy flights, light and durable. Finally, the Dimple Flights provide one of the best flight paths and controlled and consistent experiences. Though frustrating for me, they don't come in the L1 shape. I'll work on L style though and see if they can bring out L1s. Watch this space. So there you have it, a comprehensive guide into the world of L style. The system is used by many pros and elite players such as Ryan Searle, Peter Wright and many more. The Japanese manufacturing and engineering is second to none, and the system oozes sophistication, style and elegance. Now armed with the knowledge of what goes with what, you can make your own ultimate setup for your darts, playing with shapes, colours, durability and taking your darts to the next level. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe, like and share if you enjoyed the content, and click the bell if you want to be notified of our latest content as soon as it goes live. Thanks again and have a good one.